Good evening and happy holidays as we're coming to that part of the year. I'm Maureen Craig, and you have joined UC Davis Integrative Medicine's Gentle Yoga class. And tonight we're going to have a little practice involving meditation around letting be. So I'm going to just check in here on the chat just to see if I have anything happening here on the chat. Before we get started, I'm always happy to hear from people if they have something in particular that they're working on. Let's see if I can get this chat to open. You know, I'm kind of a novice with this computer stuff, but no, I don't see any comments in the chat or Q&A. So we'll just begin with our practice and then we'll check in at the end. All right, so glad you've joined me. Setting this computer aside. And my little yoga chair here. If you ever think that you might need something for stability, you know, in yoga we have a couple different props that we use, the blocks or a yoga chair. So come on down to your mat.
Move the block back.
And let's get comfortable in a seated posture. So welcome yourself here to yoga this evening and begin to feel the weight of your body arriving here on the mat, and maybe closing your eyes and letting your attention draw inwards just a bit. And fill the body with big breath. And let the exhale be long and feel the weight of the body coming down to the mat. Then breathing gently now, and we're going to do a little breath holding tonight. So with that practice, you're going to use the tongue to actually block the exhale. So take a full breath in, and then push the tongue up into the soft palate, and then let go in the body, and just hold that fullness in the body. And then slowly release the exhale. And once again, nice full breath in, using the tongue to block the breath, and then releasing in the shoulders, letting go, and then releasing the breath. Feeling that breath melt out of the body. Another full breath in, blocking the exhale with the tongue, letting go in the shoulders, letting go of tension, and then releasing the tongue and exhaling. Softly letting the breath out. And then returning to the natural breath. And bring your attention over the heart, the breath over the heart. And I'm going to be sharing a 3-part practice. The first words are letting be. So often through the day, we become a human doing instead of a human being. So for just a moment or so, can you let go of all of the doing and just be? Letting be. Nothing to fix. And then the second phrase of the practice is letting go. Letting go. Sometimes we cling to things and work hard on them, or are attached to them. Or perhaps we just won't give up a grudge. Whatever it might be, there's things in life that are best let go of. Can you let go a little bit? Perhaps of something emotionally or maybe even physically letting go. Use the exhale to bring that phrase to life a bit. With the exhale, letting go. And the final phrase of this practice is letting in. letting in. This is a bit of a gratitude practice. What is there that is so good in your world right now that you'd like to notice and let in to your experience? Gratitude for some function in your body, or perhaps a relationship, or perhaps the spirit of Christmas or the holidays. Whatever it might be, letting in. And then gently releasing the meditation and feeling that tallness in the spine as you inhale, reaching up through the crown. On the exhale, let the left ear reach towards the left shoulder. Inhale, reach the crown up. And on the exhale, the right ear goes towards the right shoulder. Inhale the crown up and exhale, draw the chin towards the chest and gently roll out the back of the neck, stretching anywhere that might need a little attention. Draw the shoulders forward as you roll them up towards the ears, raising the crown, and let the shoulders land on the back, the shoulder blades sliding down. Roll them again. Roll those shoulders forward, up towards the ears, and then down the back. Welcoming yourself here as you're beginning to move the body. Then bring the hands to Namaste in front of the heart. Exhale here. Inhale, reach the hands forward. Exhale, draw them home. Inhale, reach them forward. Fill the back body with the breath. Exhale, bring the hands in. Inhale, reach them forward and home. Couple more breaths. Inhale and home. Inhale, big breath. Exhale, home. Now stretch them out as your wings go out. Exhale, bring them home. Feel the ribs lift. And exhale, Namaste. And the third count. And home. Again. And home. Once more. And home. These big breaths are so helpful. Reaching the arms out forward. Inhale forward with the thumbs. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Lift the heart. Inhale forward. Exhale. Feel the spine back and forth moving. Inhale forward. Exhale. Lift the heart. Inhale forward. Lift the heart. And then reaching the arms out in a T, we'll take a couple side bends. Drop that right hand to the mat. Sweep the left hand over. Get a good stretch. Fill the side body with a breath. And let it go. Inhale through the center. Exhale, side bend. Really, when you push into the mat, feel the opposite hip coming down towards the mat. Inhale through the center. Exhale, side bend. Draw the heart towards the earth, and then sweep the hand up to the sky and let the heart open a bit. And then come through center and do that on the other side. Bring the right hand over, rotate the heart towards the earth, and then up towards the sky. And then as you come through center, place your right hand behind the hip. Okay, and then sweep that other arm over so there's a bit of a twist towards it and you're reaching more towards the back. Inhale through the center, and this time plant the hand behind the hip and sweep the right hand around the body so there's a bit of a twist here. Once again, both sides coming over here to the right and twist and side bend, and again to the left. Breathing. And then coming back to the center and just checking in with your upper body, how it's feeling. You're feeling it warming up. If there's areas that need a little attention, feel free to do that now and just notice that and say, hey, you know, my shoulder's bothering me a little bit. let me take care of that. Coming on over onto your hands and knees. We'll begin into a little cat-cow position. We like to warm up our spines here. So just inhale and exhale as you come through the practice. Inhaling Vidyalasana, exhaling Marjarasana. This is such an excellent practice to warming up and lubricating the spine. And alternatively, you can also kind of C-spine. So push the spine out to side as you're breathing. Inhale through the center, exhale, push the spine out to the side. Whatever feels good to you. You can also barrel roll the chest up, around and down. And switch directions. Warming up the spine. And now pause in your table. Feel the hands right underneath the shoulder points, and we'll push that right heel back out, leveling up the back body, and the left thumb to the sky. This is such a basic posture, but so important for back strength. So feel a little lift in the heel and the thumb. Inhale here. And on the exhale, you can sweep off center a little. That challenges your balance. Inhale long. Exhale, push it away. Inhale long. Exhale away. Inhale long and bring that hand home. Drop the right ball of the foot to the earth and stretch that heel back. Get a good calf stretch there. And then kickstand the left heel. We're going to come to a side plank. So kickstand the left heel out and drop the inner blade of the right foot down on the mat and stack the shoulders. Feel yourself come into that side plank. And then we're going to move into gate posture. So float that right heel a little bit and then push off the bottom hand. And now squeeze the glute on the left here as you feel the knee, hip, and shoulder stack. And then sweep the arms over as you're opening the gate. Breathing. And gently windmill the arms back to the mat. And a little cat-cow as we transition now to the other side, cleansing breath. Push the left heel back, right thumb to the sky. Feel the length in the spine, reaching right through the heel and the fingertip. Inhale here. Exhale, sweep off center. Inhale long and away. Try to keep the hips level as you're moving the arm and leg. Inhale away and long. And bring that right hand down and the ball of the foot down. And take a bit of a calf stretch. And now kickstand out the other foot. Coming to your side plank here, stacking your shoulders. Float the heel for a moment and then push off that bottom hand and sweep over in your gate posture. Make sure and squeeze the glute on the right so you really lengthen up the whole right side and then over. And then gently windmilling the arms back. Coming back to your mat here. And walk the hands, one hand print forward. Let the hips come forward as you squeeze the glutes and lift the heart. Exhale, push your hips towards the heels. Lengthen out fingertip to tailbone. Let the ears come between the biceps. Inhale forward and tuck your toes and come into your plank posture. Exhale, push it up to down dog. You definitely can soften your knees in down dog so that you push your hands firmly into the earth and lengthen out from fingertips to tailbone. And then if you have some room in the back of the legs, then begin to drop the heels down. But make sure that your weight is not over your hands, but rather it's pushed back towards your thighs. And then float back to your plank. Drop the knees. Push the hips back. We're just warming up here a little bit. Inhale, coming forward, squeeze the glutes and lift the heart again. Exhale, push the hips back. Inhale, float to a plank. And exhale, push it up to down dog. And then maybe in your down dog, you'll enjoy pedaling your heels towards the earth a little bit or swaying the hips side to side. Whatever feels good in the body. Listen to your body. Respond to it. And then looking between your thumbs and walking your feet towards your hands until you come to a forward fold. Little softness in the knees here. Nod the head, yes, and side to side. Inhale for a half lift. So press the hands on the shins and let the spine become long, reaching forward. Strong in the back here. Draw those shoulder blades down. And bring your attention to your inner thighs and let them spin a little bit to the back wall, the tailbone lifted here. Take a nice breath into the belly. Exhale, scoop the navel in. Big breath in. Exhale, scoop it in. Big breath. Exhale and fold. Soften the knees if it's helpful. Inhale, a half lift again. Feel the back of the legs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms behind you and rise up, flying to the top of the tree. Tall mountain. Exhale, release the hands. And empty coat sleeves. Let the arms sweep side to side, round. Sometimes they say this is ringing the gong or empty coat sleeves. I can see either one of those. Okay, very good. We're in a standing position, so let's move now to our flow practice. Coming to the top of your mat and coming into a mountain posture where our feet are parallel to the long edge of the mat and the heels are directly underneath the hip points. Shoulders are stacked. And just feel that tallness in your body. Feel the inhale rise up through the spine. And let the back of the head level up with the back of the shoulder blades. Feel a bit of ease in the mountain posture. Ease in breath and balance. We'll inhale the arms up and take the right wrist into the left hand, and on the exhale, side bend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, side bend to the other side, switching the grip. Inhale, lift, and side bend. Lift, and side bend. Back and forth. One more time each side. Breathing and exhaling. Inhale, let the arms come apart, and on the exhale, float down like a swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold and step back on the right. We're coming to a runner's lunge, and if it's a little bit challenging for you to get your hands all the way down to the mat, this is a perfect time to use a block as well. So always feel free to use a block or the chair on any of these postures. We're starting in runner's lunge. That's 2 lanes of traffic. Feel the feet press away from each other and try to lengthen from your tailbone to your crown. As the feet are pressing away, let the hands become light and you rise to your crescent lunge. Feel free to place your hand on something as you rise up. Hold a focus point so you stay steady and then drop the back heel. The toes on the right foot will point to about 2 o'clock. You can interlace the fingers in a temple or temple fingers, drawing the arms back, the biceps back around the ears, and a little lift in the heart. Keep that back leg strong and the glute squeezed. Release the hands. Let them come here to the hips. And on the exhale, fold forward. Frame the foot, step the left foot back to meet the right. We're in a plank position. Keep the hips lifted just a little bit. Don't let the back sag. Then bring the knees down. Soften the elbows out just a bit, chest and chin down. Inhale, lift into cobra, strong back. Exhale, soften, tuck your toes. Push the hips up, all the way down dog. Inhale, raise the right foot. Bring it forward between the hands. Runner's lunge. You may notice you have more flexibility on one side than on the other. No worries. Working with the body that you have right in this moment. Let the feet press away from each other till the hands become light. Hold a focus point. Slowly rise the arms up. Crescent lunge. Breathing. 2 or 3 breaths. Then bring that back heel down. Toes are pointed to about 10 o'clock. Interlacing the fingers if you'd like for our warrior 1. Releasing the hands to the hips. Bring the weight into the front heel, or you can frame the foot. We're going to come to our mountain again. So if you bring your weight into that front foot, then just step forward to your mountain and release the hands. And maybe just empty coat sleeves for a moment again to let go of any tension and take a breath or two before we start our next flow. Finding your mountain. And this time we'll add a little twisting to our flow. Okay. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold and step back on the right. Coming to that runner's lunge again. Keep that right hand down, and of course you're always welcome to use a block under the hand, and then we're going to stack the shoulders and take this as a runner's lunge twist, or sometimes it's called dragonfly twist. And then bring the left hand down, and I'm going to have you bring your right knee down. You could keep it up if you want to, but we're going to come into a crescent lunge twist. So I'm going to teach you this way. Reach your arms up, bring the hands to prayer, and then sweep that right elbow over the left knee. Okay, press and stack the hands, equalizing the pressure between the palms, and then keep that back toe tucked and lift the knee. And there you are, crescent lunge twist. Okay. Releasing the hands, option to use a block or the chair, rising to crescent lunge. 2 or 3 breaths here. Push those feet away from each other and hold a focus point so you stay steady. Starting to warm up, we'll drop that back heel. Warrior 1. Lifting the heart just a bit. Release the hands and bring them behind the sacrum, interlacing the hands and drawing the hands down, and feel the broadening across the collarbone. You might raise your gaze just a little bit and lift the heart. Bring the attention to the muscles of the abdomen and the core. Use the exhales to really strengthen in there. The pelvic floor, engaging those muscles. With the next exhale, we'll fold in humble warrior. So folding at the hips, coming to the inside of that left leg. Option to raise the arms a bit. And release the hands to frame the foot. Step the left foot back to meet the right. And now we're in our plank posture. Exhale, just push straight up to down dog. So I want you to raise the left heel up so that left leg is up, bend the knee and stack the hips. And now bring that left foot all the way under the body and extend it out in front of you as you come to the inner blade of the right foot. And then the right hand goes up to the sky. This is an extended leg side plank. Now you can always take the knee down side plank as well, but this is another option. Bring that hand back down as the left leg goes back up to the sky and lands on the mat, down dog. Now we'll do it on the other side. Inhale the right heel up, bend the knee and stack the hips. And then think of bringing that knee all the way around the body. So bring it down and under and out in front of you. So you come to the inner blade of the left foot, stacking the hands. And bring the left hand down. Right hand foot goes back to the sky. And on the exhale, bring it forward, runner's lunge. 2 lanes of traffic. The left hand is down. Stack the arms, shoulders. Right hand to the sky, dragonfly twist. And then bring the left knee down. Reach the arms up. Bring the hands to prayer as you sink the hips just a bit. Tuck that left elbow over the left knee, over the right knee, sorry. And then tuck the back toes and come into that crescent lunge with a prayer twist. And when you're ready, pushing the feet away from each other, slowly rise. Crescent lunge. Can be a balance challenge. Feel free to put your hand on a block or the chair. Drop the back heel. Warrior one. Take the hands behind the sacrum again. Draw them down as you open up across the collarbones. And on the exhale, folding to the inside of that right leg. Release the hands and bring them down to the mat. On the exhale, bring the left foot forward to meet the right. Inhale, a half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep those arms back as you rise. And release. Empty coat sleeves. Letting go of any tension that's there. And then let's come to the side of our mats. So you have a little space to heel toe out. You have a nice, about 1 stride or 3/4 of a stride between your feet. Your toes might be out, your heels might be out just a little more than your toes. And we'll take just a couple little side bends here that also open the shoulder. So interlace the hands like a Ganesh mudra. Just bring them behind the head. And then we're gonna squeeze the glutes, tip over to the left as the right elbow goes up to the sky. Press the head into the wrist. Inhale here and exhale as you draw that left elbow down. Inhale and exhale. And then let's take it to the other side. So switch the grip, place the left wrist against the back of the head, and exhale into that side bend as you push the head into the wrist and push that arm back. Use the breath to deepen that side bend and keep the glutes squeezed, keep the low back comfortable. Once more. And release. Step the feet back together and come to the top of your mat. Just find your mountain and take a couple cleansing breaths in your mountain posture. We're going to come to Surya Namaskara B for our next flow, which is Sun Salutation B. So lets us have a nice flow in the body and beginning that salutation always with the chair posture. Okay, so feel the weight in your heels. And let the back of the throat narrow just a little bit, especially on the exhale, so that you can kind of hear the ocean in your breath. I don't know if my breath is carrying over to you, but you can hear your own breath, I hope. Reaching the arms just a little bit behind you, and then sweep them forward as you land in your heels and let the hips come down, coming to Utkatasana or chair posture, also known as difficult posture. Breathing here. With the next exhale, folding. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold and step out to a plank. Both feet go back. We'll take a flow here, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, your choice. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, come to down dog. Inhale the right heel up. Exhale, bring the right knee behind the right wrist and pigeon posture. And for pigeon, I always like to bring my shin a little bit forward. That gives a little better stretch for me in the outer right hip. Breathing with that. Always breathing gently with the stretches in our body and backing away from anything that's painful, but using the breath to help us gauge that. And then framing out the hands again, tucking the back toes and pushing the right foot back to the sky. A little couple circles with the ankle and maybe shake that leg out just a bit. Get it comfortable. And then on the exhale, draw that foot forward again between the hands. Coming into that runner's lunge with the front foot and then drop the back heel. We're going to come into a warrior two posture here. So your front heel will intersect the back arch. Then sweep that left arm all the way up and over until you're in your warrior two posture. So let's take a moment to settle our attention here. Let the feet push away from each other. One lane of traffic, the hips are side facing. And then let the spine be perpendicular to the earth. And the arms float parallel to the earth. Take your gaze over the front middle finger off to infinity and breathing. Let the shoulders soften away from the ears. Begin to engage the abdominal muscles, the pelvic floor muscles. Find the warrior here. Now bring your gaze to the back heel and float the arms into an angle, into your launching warrior. Left hand is reaching to the back of the mat and the front hand towards the sky. Then let that back hand land on the thigh. Bring your gaze to the front hand. We're going to come to proud warrior. Flip the hand over and raise it to the sky. So the front hand is reaching for the sky, the back hand for the earth. Keep that footing strong and breathing. we've been sinking into those hips for a little bit, so straighten that front leg, coming to reverse triangle. Keeping the footing secure, gently flip the arms. So the top arm comes down for triangle, Trikonasana. Now in Trikonasana, we want to have the heart open to the side and the arms stacked. So if you find that your heart is rolling down, then slide up the leg just a little bit. Try and avoid the knee, but you're welcome to come to the thigh or to the calf. Or if it's more comfortable for you, you can also use a block on the outside of the ankle is another option. Pay some attention to that front leg as you're really drawing that right hip back. Now soften the right knee, bring the elbow to the knee, and take extended side angle. And gently let that arm come over the ear so you feel that spear-like energy from the back heel through the fingertips. Breathing. And then bring that hand down to the mat. Set your block aside if you've been using one. And step the right foot back to meet the left. And we'll take our flow here, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart in cobra or up dog. And exhale, push to down dog. Okay, take a breath or two in your down dog. Then lift the left heel. And on the exhale, bring the left knee behind the left wrist. We're going to take our pigeon on this side. So option to bring that shin forward to the front edge of the mat. And get a good stretch going in that active pigeon here. Really feeling the stretch on the outer left hip. And breathing with that. I don't have as much flexibility on my left hip, so this one here, the knee rises up more. But you can always bring your back knee down. You don't have to have that up. You can just intensify the stretch a bit. Okay, so plant your hands down and bring that left leg back up to the sky. Couple circles there. And then bring the left foot forward between the hands. And the inner blade of the back foot down. We're coming up in that warrior two posture again. Remember, one lane of traffic. And then do a nice 360 with that back arm, or that top arm. And land in warrior two. Now sometimes the front knee likes to slide in. So just draw it right directly over that second toe. Keeping that knee nice and safe and strong. And the back kneecap sometimes wants to soften a bit. Just draw the kneecap up so that leg is nice and sturdy. Breathing here, engaging those muscles of the core. Taking your gaze to the backhand, coming to your launching warrior. 3 breaths. And bringing the gaze to the front hand, palm up, and proud warrior. 3 breaths. Remember, each of these poses, you're wanting to listen to your own body, responding to the yogi in you. Straightening the front knee now, reverse triangle. Two or 3 breaths here. And keeping the legs sturdy as you flip the arms, Trikonasana. 2 or 3 breaths here. Let the heart be open to the side and the left hip drawn way back. Good stretch for the inner thigh and the back of the left leg. Just a micro bend in the knees so it keeps it comfortable. Bring the left knee into the bent position, elbow on it, extended side angle. First the arm reaches up and then over the ear. 2 or 3 breaths here. And then gently bring the hands back to the mat. Step the left foot back to meet the right. Coming to your plank again and taking our final flow here. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale to cobra. And exhale, down dog. And pausing here or coming to child's pose for 3 to 5 breaths. Recovering just a bit. And then taking your gaze between the thumbs and on the exhale, stepping forward, forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Soften the knees. Reach the hands behind you and sweep into your chair. Let the heart lift a bit. Bring the hands to the heart. Lower the hips a bit. And on the exhale, push up. Splash out of the water. And release. Let the arms be free. And the hips as well. So maybe a little figure 8 or infinity sign with the hips. Just letting them release any tension in the legs that is built. Okay. So now we'll kind of come down to our core practice and then unwinding. So wherever you're standing on either end of your mat, inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step to plank. This is a bit of a challenge for me and for you perhaps too. But see if you can float one foot and then push it up to a 3-legged dog. Alternatively, you can just go to down dog and then lift the foot. And then slowly come back down to plank. Plant that foot and take it to the other side. Lift the foot, push it up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bring it down. Let's try that one more time each side. First, the right foot up and away. And bring it down. Inhale the left foot up and push it all the way up. And bring it down. Bring the knees down. Walk the knees through the arms. We're going to come onto our back now, so just stretch your feet out a little bit in front of you. Try to maintain a degree of control as you roll down onto your mat. And take a big breath here. We've arrived at our core practice. You've been doing a great job with your practice. So we'll come into a bridge, so plant your heels behind your hips. Roll the shoulders under just a bit. Then notice the belly, fill the belly with air. On the exhale, push the small of the back down towards the earth. Inhale, fill. Exhale, push it down. Inhale, fill. Exhale, push it down and let the tailbone start to rise up a little. Inhale, fill. Exhale, roll up into your bridge. Let the weight land in the heels and the knees be drawn towards each other, and a line of energy from shoulders to knees. And then let the chin lift just a little bit to keep the neck comfortable. 2 or 3 breaths here. Then on the exhale, slowly let the spine come forward, vertebrae by vertebrae, bringing the tailbone towards the heels. And once your back is down, extend your legs out. And then make your hands like sunshine. Lots of fingers. Reach the fingers towards the feet. Lift through the heart. And then squeeze the glutes and see if you can get your heels off the earth and keep breathing now. This is called low boat. 3 breaths. And releasing back, cleansing breath. Draw the heels back behind the glutes again as you prepare for your bridge. Roll the shoulders under a bit. Exhale, push the small of the back down and roll the hips up. Let the shoulders roll under. Keep squeezing the glutes, lifting the hips, engaging the core with each breath. 2 or 3 breaths here. And gently unwind the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. Let the heels go long. We'll take one more low boat. Fingers engaged. Draw the heart up towards the toes, lifting through the heart. Squeeze the glutes and lift the heels and breathe. Releasing, cleansing breath. Bring the knees in towards the chest and rock the hips a little bit left and right. Maybe draw some circles on your back as we begin to unwind our practice, finishing our practice and unwinding the tension in the body. In yoga, we build a little tension in the first part of the practice in the muscles, and then we're letting go. Sometimes that opposition can be very helpful. So take the right knee and cross it over the top of the left, and then slide your hands down towards the ankles and draw your ankles towards your hips. Lift the heart towards the knee. Breathing. And then releasing back and letting the left leg now come over the top of the right knee. Slide the hands down the shins towards the ankles. Draw the ankles to the outer part of the hips. Lift the heart towards the knee and breathe. This is called shoestring pose or shoelace pose. Gomukhasana. Breathing. And letting go. Unwind the legs and take your block now if you have it nearby. Bridge up just a bit to slide the block underneath you. And then let the knees come in towards the chest and let the heels rise to the sky. Feel the legs get long. And if you have a strap, this is a perfect time to use one to stretch out the back of the hamstrings. Let one leg go long as the other one comes up towards you. And then switching. One leg goes long as the other one comes towards you. Breathing with the stretch. Both feet back to the sky. And let the feet drift apart from each other. A little bit of an inner thigh stretch with that. And then exhale the heels back together. Knees towards the chest, big breath. Let the hands slide between the knees and grab the toes, coming to your happy baby here, heels to the sky. And then releasing the feet, letting the feet come all the way down to the earth. Bridge up and slide the block out from underneath you. And we're going to prepare for our final resting posture now. If you have any posture you're wanting to take, please do so. And then begin to unfold your body onto the earth. Let the arms and the legs come a little away from the center of the body. Let the neck be long. Begin to find the breath in the body. And let the exhales let you melt, softening towards the earth and the earth rising to support you. Full breath in, long, slow exhale. Softening across the scalp and the brow. Softening around the eyes. Softening into the face and the jaw. Unhinging the jaw and letting the tongue soften. And the breath being full and deep, slow. Letting go. Shoulders drifting to the earth. Remembering our practice, letting be, letting be, letting go, letting go, and letting in the goodness. And beginning to deepen your breath just a bit. Finding a little movement perhaps in fingers or toes, or enjoying the stillness for another moment or two. When you're ready, drawing your knees towards your chest, bringing a little comfort to the low back. And then rolling to one side or the other and coming up to a seated posture. And we'll close our practice together, bringing our hands to our heart. Taking a moment to appreciate the spirit of this holiday season. Letting your soul be generous, kind to yourself, to those that are in your circle. May you have a beautiful week. Om Shanti. Namaste. Thank you, friends, for joining me. I hope you have a beautiful week.